So this is day two of my uh, awakening diary. Um, what did I call it? Journal. A journal of awakening, or is it a satori? Is one of the words that's used. And I've been out this morning because I wanted to. Actually, I wanted to fix my car. My car's standing on the driveway, and I can't disengage the clutch, so I can't drive it to the mechanic. But I had hoped if I left early that I might be able to somehow fudge the gears, but I could hardly get it out of reverse without stopping the engine and rocking it. So I've given up on that idea, and I've contacted a mobile mechanic who has got back to me, but not uh, properly, as it were. So that's in the offing. And in the meantime, since I was expecting to have a walk, I walked to the pub where I have my breakfast and had a quick breakfast. And on the way back, I wanted to get some bits and pieces from the pharmacy, which was closed, and it should have been open. And found myself becoming quite indignant, which is unusual for me. And I walked off muttering about writing of letters and how it was quite irregular, because the morning is actually very pleasant, but earlier on it was rather chilly. And leaving elderly people for 10 minutes standing outside a pharmacy because of some administrative error seemed wrong, and I was filled with righteous indignation. Then I got to the bus stop, and of course the bus wasn't there, and there was waiting for the bus. So I returned to the pharmacy, and I started examining this feeling of uncharacteristic feeling of anger that I had within me. And I thought about the act of waiting and how it can be interpreted. I just started to. I have more tendency to examine feelings as they come upon me, to see, I suppose, what if they're trying to tell me anything deeper, or that I might be missing something. Anyway, I got what I needed, because when I returned to the pharmacy and they were open, and when I returned to the bus stop, the bus was almost immediately there, and then the sunshine, the sun started shining, and it's just a beautiful morning. So one of the things that I've noticed with my uh, drop into satori, or awakening, enlightenment, is a warmth around my the center of my stomach, sort of my navel area, and a tension in the muscles. Now, because of my reprobate lifestyle, I had allowed myself to develop, or it had developed quite the pot belly. So muscles were hardly in evidence at all around my middle. It was just one of those embarrassing sort of middles that shouldn't be. And I was displeased with this, and I did have words with it in the past, but nothing seemed to make any effect. I think I was looking at the result rather than the cause, you see. But now, I mean, I know that this is now going to be removed. It has to be, because of the general way that I'm living my life, and have been for only a few days now. But I'm confident enough about it to publicly broadcast it, not to hold myself to account or anything like that, but just because I think it could be interesting. I don't know. So there's a sensation of tension around my navel that is and a sensation of how can I call it, a balancing around my core, as though I'm increasingly aware of how my upper body is balanced upon my hips and through my legs. I'm feeling those kinds of uh, relationships up to my shoulders. It's I mean, I don't think I'm intellectual. I mean, I do know that our bodies have those relationships, but I'm just feeling it at the moment. And I was thinking, I mean, compared to, in biblical terms, what the prophets often said is, the Spirit of the living God fell upon me. And that's my sensation, is that. Now, I don't want to imply, any kind of special status here. I am the fool that announced himself as such, not fairly recently. But I do feel as though the Spirit of the living God has fallen upon me and is revealing many things unto me at the moment. So I'll share them as best as I can, and perhaps they will be of interest. I don't think these are things that you can copy, but you never know. We can be tipped into the mystic, as it were, by apparently random events. We must never think that our arrival at any point is the result of our personal skill. You see, that would be a misinterpretation of our agency, I do think. But opinions may vary. God bless everybody.